Hey, welcome to another video. In this one, I want to discuss how to properly clean your list so you can increase your sales and impact. All right, it's going to be a quick video, but it is something that's very important. So, if you're managing an email marketing channel, it's crucial that you clean your list. Okay. Now, what is list cleaning? It's the process of removing people from your list, specifically people who are not engaged with your emails. All right. And why is it important? Multiple reasons. First, the most important being it affects your deliverability. So, the ability to get your emails delivered for them to land in your customer's inbox, that's very important. You don't want that to be negatively impacted. Second are relationships. Okay. When you are not cleaning your list and you have to start to cater your messaging in a way that caters to people that are maybe not necessarily the best prospects, or they're not necessarily engaging, because you can't get super specific with another segment, then that can affect the relationships that you're actually building. So that's another reason why it's very important to clean your list. Another reason is sales will go down by virtue of not getting your emails delivered or landing in the inbox for your customers and not building authentic relationships with your customers. Then sales will naturally go down, or they will not be capitalized to its fullest potential. Okay. And on top of that, this is a minor thing, but overhead. Okay. If you're managing your own email marketing channel or you're managing one for your client, it just doesn't make sense to be paying for the space that contacts that are not necessarily engaged with your emails, um, it doesn't make sense to pay for them to take up space on your list, right? Because these email marketing platforms, they have different plans. So if you have over a certain threshold of contacts, they'll charge you a certain amount. And sometimes if you have a very bloated list, a very bloated list where you need to trim the fat, meaning getting rid of the contacts that are not necessarily engaged with your emails, then that's what you need to do, right? So again, it's important for deliverability purposes. That's the main reason. But then second is relationships, third is sales, and then most minor but still important is the overhead. All right. So how do you clean your list? Now it's very simple. You can create a suppressed segment, okay? And a segment is simply a subset of an audience from your list, a subset of your list that fulfills specific criteria. In this case, people that are not engaged, you get to decide what that criteria is. But when you conduct your list cleaning, simply export those contacts. Okay, so like your segment is going to naturally populate. All right. Um, sorry, I feel like I'm going to sneeze right now. Ooh. Okay, so simply export those contacts and upload them to the suppressed list in whatever email marketing platform you're leveraging. So each platform should be pretty intuitive. If you can't figure it out on your own, then simply reach out to chat support or watch a YouTube tutorial for your specific platform. But it is very self-explanatory. And so you'll have your main list where people subscribe, they get in that list, and you'll pull from that list to create different segments and send emails to. And then you can have another list called the suppressed list. And this is where you're going to want to upload those contacts or export those uh, export those contacts from the main list that has been in the suppressed segment and simply upload them to the suppressed list. Now, with Klaviyo, there's a button for you to just suppress people. It's very easy and simple. I can't speak for other platforms because I'm 99% of my time is spent inside of the Klaviyo backend, but that's going to be a very powerful way. Now, you do also have opportunities to clean your list during the win back process. What is the win back process? It's simply when a customer hasn't engaged for a specific set of time that you have set as your criteria. For the sake of this example, let's say 90 days. They haven't engaged with an email, they haven't opened, they haven't clicked, or anything, right? In the time span of 90 days. So then they get put into a win back flow where you try to win them back as a customer, and your messaging may be a little bit more aggressive, or you might be approaching it from 7, 8, 10 different angles, right? Over the course of maybe a month. Now, in these emails, you can even set an email up where it's like, do you really want to be receiving our emails? If you do, click this button, which can resubscribe them to the list and get them reactivated, or click another button that unsubscribes them. That's a good way to clean the list as well. Just get the people to for them to unsubscribe themselves. That's a great way because then it saves you time when you're doing your list cleaning, and it's a great way to get your list clean so that you can maximize sales, so that you can improve your relationships and capitalize on that potential. Now, I want to go back to the relationship aspect because deliverability, we already understand how that's important. If your emails are not landing in the inbox, then you can write the greatest emails in the world. If they're not being seen, there's no point, right? But it's very important with relationships, okay? Because, for example, when you're sending campaign emails, yes, you're going to have segments, but if you are someone that writes with a higher frequency and leverages a little bit less segmentation, then you're going to want to ensure that you're building great relationships with people. And you can't do that if you have to broaden your messaging to try and cater to everyone, people that are consistently opening your emails and seeing what's going on, and to people that are not consistently reviewing your emails and seeing what's going on. And so you're not able to create super personalized experiences in that sense. Um, but yeah, I just wanted to touch on that again. Simply clean your list. Now, in terms of how often, the frequency at which you clean your list, um, typically 6 months, every 6 months, you'll want to clean your list, depending on the size of your list. If it's a very, 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 very large list, you may want to clean it more frequently. Okay, so maybe every quarter, that'd be best. But typically, you're safe just cleaning your list every 6 months. And if you can involve some list cleaning tactics with throughout your win back process, and then even through campaigns, for example, which I'm not going to dive deep into, but there is a way to do that properly, then you should be golden. Your list should be primed with people that legitimately want to be there, that care about what you have to say in your emails, that look forward to the emails, and that will help you to build authentic relationships, that will help you to capitalize on sales and to increase the longevity of the brand that you're working with or working for, or your own brand. And that's good for everyone essentially. Well, that's it. That's how to properly clean your list so you can increase your sales and impact. It's just a quick short video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one.